So hey, check this out. You know how I've always mentioned mind plus body equals soul? I could have that all messed up potentially. It could be minus body minus mind, and that equals soul. So you put both of them to the side, and what's left is your soul. Put your body to the side, mind to the side, and what's left is soul. Here's why I think that. Sometimes I work a lot on my balance. I feel like with balance, you check out of your mind and you check out of your body. You think sometimes you have nothing left, but maybe that thing you have left is your soul. That's what nothing is. So, like, I balance on balls sometimes, on like a basketball. And yeah, I don't always balance on it for a long time. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm able to check out of my mind, check out of my body, and boom, I'm standing on a ball for like a minute. FYI, don't try this unless you guys can practice. But yeah, I feel like balance. I've balanced on other things too for a while. I feel like balance gets you to that point. Checking out of your mind, checking out of your body. It gets you to that state of nothingness. But that state of nothingness, I guess I say there's something that's your soul, but what if your soul is nothing? Not like in a bad sense where nothing means there's no point to it or equals zero. What if equaling zero, that your soul is powerful? That's something to think about. And like, moving back here a little bit, the other thing is like, how can false exist unless true exists? If there's truth, then there's false. There's false, because false means the opposite of truth. But where does truth begin? That's kind of one of those things that truth is zero, or truth is nothing. So like, what's soul? What's truth? That I do not know. And I'm not trying to know. Because I think trying to know some of those things like truth and soul, when you think you know, probably false. It's like an ego thing. You're building your ego. You're building your mind, but with no basis. Because there is nothing to base. Truth is nothing. Soul is nothing. And we just have to let our mind know that. Know that there's nothing. Not to create something. Although we may think we're correct, the fact that they're even creating something isn't correct. So yeah, nothing. And that's what can make you balance. Next thing you know, it's nothing, and you're balanced for a long time. Because I feel like balance is just as much as checking out your body as it is checking out your mind, and vice versa. Both checked out. And in that state of things being checked out, that's powerful. Yeah, I feel like people think that they're being powerful when their body's completely checked in and their head's checked in. They're all situated to think, to act. But the only power with the mind and body when it's checked in is very limited. And when you check it out, body and mind, we think being human and we're thinking that there is no power. But when we check it out and we're meditating by not thinking and having nothing, not our body checked in. Let me rephrase that. Subtract. When we have everything checked out, there actually is a real power there. I know that's hard to understand because we're human, but it's an untapped power. And yeah, power always, for humans, feels like it's some sort of additions. But what if real power is subtraction? Real power is 0. It's not 100. So yeah, I'm not saying just sit there and do nothing or sleep all the time. I'm saying do tasks. Get into reading, get into thinking about stuff, get into doing things. But as you do them, check yourself out. And that's where we achieve power, is doing things physically and mentally, but being able to check out along with it. And then just be. And just be isn't what it sounds like as far as just sitting there, not thinking or not acting. I feel just be is a state of movement. Yeah. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm talking a lot. Maybe I'm talking in circles. Maybe I'm making some sense. But just be. Balance.